number of total party number of registered party members, 153,591. Total number of accredited voters, 143,683. Total number of votes cast, 143,683. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following. Mr. President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 142,754. Stanley Osifu, 929. Thank you.
What is it? We have Stanley. Which was 929.
Who tell you?
On your state.
You. None both have said.
Why?
None both from Oyo.
Yeah.
Oh,
900 here.
huh?
929.
Right.
Mother. What's wrong with this down? Congratulations. Where is the song? I don't want to hit this one after the money.
It's too much.
APC, your state result has just been presented. Is there any problem from anywhere? Agents, do you have any complaint, any objection? No objection. Thank you. You can go.
The next state is Anambra, the collation officer for Anambra State. Collation officer, Anambra State. Senator Uche Ekunufe.
No, that is.
They showed the results down. They showed when they announced it, they show it.
Thank you very much. I, distinguished Senator Uche Lillian Ekunifi, CON, the collection officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress presidential primaries for Anambra State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. The total number of registered party members in Anambra State is 45,999. The total number of accredited voters, 43,417. The total number of votes cast is 43,417. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. 1. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, 43,034 votes. Mr. Stanley Osifu, 383 votes. Thank you.
You have it one. Can I give you? I will keep the rest for the chairman because you get one. Grab it.
Yeah. I signed it. So I can go.
APC, with particular reference to the agents and any other interested party, the result from Anambra State has just been presented. Is there any objection? Is there any complaint? Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. The next state is Federal Capital Territory. The collation officer for FCT Abuja, Senator Tanimu Philip Aduda may wish to come forward to announce the result as collated in FCT and submit same. Collation Officer, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. My name is Distinguished Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda, MFR-CON, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for the FCT. I hereby present results for the FCT as follows. Total number of party registered members is 41,116. Total number of accredited voters is 41,116. Total number of vote cast is 36,103. At the end of the voting exercise, aspirants scored as follows. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 36,103, while Stanley Osifo scored 0. What's that? The numbers 41,116. That is the total number of registered voters. And the scores are as follows: 36,103 for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while Stanley Osifo scored 0.
Please, can we sit down? Please take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. What about the other? APC. Please, those who are distributing any form of item here, please stop that. Water, food item, or whatever. Can you stop that? Please, can you take your seat? This is the core function of why we are here. Can we conduct ourselves with decorum? Senator Salisu, please sit down. Senator Sani, sit down. Senator Yayi, please sit down. Please sit down, please sit down. Senate leader, please sit down. Please take your seat, please take your seat. The agents, the result for FCT has just been presented. Do you have any complaint, any objection? Thank you.
Thank you. The next state is Katsina State. The Collation Officer for Katsina State may wish to come forward. The Collation Officer for Katsina State. The
Continue if people
No.
sit down.
We can't say that. No, if we do that, we are sending back signal. We continue. Collation Officer for Katsina State. Is Collation Officer for Katsina State present? No, is the Deputy Governor here? No. We'll skip Katsina. The Collation Officer for Kano State. Yes, the Collation Officer for Kano State. may wish to come and present the result from Kano. The collation officer for Kano State. Yes.
Thank you very much. National Chairman of our great party, members of the National Working Committee, Your Excellencies, the governors here present, Chairman of the Presidential Primary Election Committee, and other members, distinguished party leaders, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. I, Abakabir Yusuf, the coalition officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress presidential primaries for Kano State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered members, 585,607. Total number of accredited voters, 503,527. Total number of votes cast, 503,527. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. 1. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, scored a total votes of 500,852, while Stanley Osipo scored 2,675 votes. On this note, I now present the result from Kano State to the chairman of the Presidential Primary Election Committee. Thank you, Bill.
Even look at this state. So yes.
APC. The vote from Kano State has just been collated. And to the agents, any objection, any issue, any problem, any complaint? No complaint, no question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Governor of Kano State. The next is Collation Officer for Katsina State. Collation Officer, Katsina State. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Katsina State.
I, Farouk Lawal, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Katsina State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 584,495. Total number of accredited voters, 503,000. Total number of votes cast, 467,232. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 467,003 votes. Stanley Osifo, 229. Thank you.
The result for Katsina State has just been collated. And the agents, are you there? Any objection, any complaint, any issue? You are good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next is Abia, the Collation Officer of Abia State, His Excellency, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Good morning, sir. Thank you. Hi, Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie Kalu, the Collection Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Abia State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members stands at 162,109. Total number of accredited voters in the state stands at 162,084. Total number of vote cards was 162,012. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. For His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he scored a total number of 161,005 votes, while Mr. Stanley Osifo scored a total number of 1,007 votes. Thank you.
Yes, let him go out. Go to UK is best place that we got.
Now I need to tell you about this issues that I have problems
The result for Abia State has just been collated. Any question, any objection, any issue? Thank you.
The next state is Kogi State. The Collation Officer for Kogi State may wish to come forward to announce the collated result and submit same. Thank you.
I, Ahmed Usman Ododo, FCA, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Kogi State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 224,166. Total number of accredited voters, 197,370. Total number of votes cast, 197,370. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirant scores the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 197,370. 197,370. Stanley Osifo, 0.000. 0.000. Thank you.
Thank you.
000.
Excellency, sit
No,
down.
sit down, we're meeting. Hello, APC. The result from Kogi State has just been collated. Agents, any issue, any question, any objection, any problem? Thank you.
Thank you.
The next state is Collation Officer of Delta State. Delta State Collation Officer may wish to come forward and announce the results collated from Delta States. You know he's around. Delta State.
Thank you very much. I, Right Honorable Eda Sheriff Francis Orokodo, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Delta State, hereby present the result for all the states as follows. Total number of registered party members, 467,815. Total number of accredited voters, 407,646. Total number of votes cast, 407,646. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, scored 407,646. Stanley Osifo scored 0. Thank you.
Your Excellency, you look like I know. You look like I know.
Even since yesterday.
Well, what about the one
Maybe I've adopted it now.
APC. Wait now. The result for Delta State has just been collated. Agents, is there any issue, any question, any objection? Thank you.
The next state is Ebonyi State. The collation officer for Ebonyi State, please may wish to come forward. Then after Ebonyi, the next is Jigawa. Jigawa may wish to get ready. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, I, Right Honorable Builder Chief Francis Ogbonanwifru, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Ebonyi State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total party numbers of registered party members, 215,490. Total number of accredited voters, 207,579. Total number of vote casts, 207,579. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirant scores the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 207,579. Stanley Osifo, 0 votes. Sign, Nwifuru Francis Ogbonna.
If possible, I
Don't leave them, don't talk to them. You are not showing them it. Only showing them.
APC, the result of Ebonyi State has just been collated. Agents, any objection, any problem, any question? Thank you. You can go. Yes, sir. Senator Mustafa, please take your seat. Mr. Senate President, please be on your seat. Senator Mustafa, please take your seat.
Yes, the collation officer for Jigawa State, His Excellency the Governor of Jigawa State may wish to come and present the results collated from Jigawa State. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I, Umar A. Namadi, the collection officer for the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Jigawa State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 330,327. 330,327. Total number of accredited voters, 206,520. 206,520. Total number of votes cast, 206,520. 206,520. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 206,520. 206,520. Mr. Stelle Osifa scored 0 vote. 0 vote. Thank you very much.
Just landed. I want to know whether it should start from the floor. Yes. And how much? Start from me.
APC. The result for Jigawa State has just been collected. Any issue, any problem, any objection? Thank you.
The next state is Plateau. Plateau State. The returning officer of Plateau State. Then after him, the chairman of Governors Forum will present that of Kwara State.
Good afternoon. I, Caleb Manasseh Butfong, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Plateau State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members is 258,632. 258,632. Total number of accredited voters is 242,023. 242,023. Total number of votes cast is 242,023. 242,023. At the end of collation, the two aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, scored 241,720 votes, 241,720. Stanley Osifo scored a total of 303 votes. Thank you.
APC, the result from Plateau State has just been collated. Agents, any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Kwara State. The collation officer for Kwara State may wish to come forward. Then he will be followed by collation officer for Edo State.
You can have it. I, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, the collation officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Kwara State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 457,300. 174. Total number of accredited voters, 310,990. Total number of votes cast, 310,990. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants recorded the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 310,990 votes. Stanley Osifo, 0. Thank you.
Let's collect it first.
You sign on it. APC, the result of Kwara State has just been collated. Any objection? Any question? Any clarification? Thank you.
Yes, and the other papers, if they are here. Yes, sir. Edo State, the collation officer for Edo State may wish to come forward and announce the result of Edo State. Collation officer, Edo State. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I, Senator Monday Okpebolo, Coalition Officer of 2026 All Progressive Presidential Primary for Edo State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party member of registered members 131,097. 131,097. Total number of accredited voters 121,099. Total number of vote cast 121,099. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants called the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu 121,098. 121,098. Stanley Sifo 01. Stanley Sifo 01.
You have to be.
He stated one vote.
The result for Edo State has just been collated. Please, any question, any objection from the agents? None. Thank you. Thank you, His Excellency.
The next is Nasarawa State, the collation officer for Nasarawa State. Collation officer of Nasarawa State may wish to come forward, announce the results. Then after Nasarawa, we'll have Niger. Niger should get ready. After Nasarawa, then Borno, after Niger. Nasarawa, Niger, and Borno in the order stated. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. My name is Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries
for Nasarawa State, I hereby present the result of Nasarawa State as follows. Total number of registered party members, 291,674, 291,674. Total number of accredited voters, 290,431, 290,431. Total number of votes cast, 286,204, 286,204. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 285,436, 285,436. Stanley Osifo, 768. Thank you very much.
The vote for Nasarawa State has just been collated. Any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Niger State. Then after Niger, Borno, then Enugu. After Niger, Borno, get ready, then Enugu.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I, Mohammed Umar Bago, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Niger State, hereby present results for the state as follows. Total party number of registered members, 212,465,000. Total number of accredited voters, 180,735. Total number of votes cast, 180,735. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Name of aspirant, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, scored 175,487 votes, while Stanley Osifo scored 5,248 votes. Thank you.
Excellency, wannan baki ne. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you.
The result for Niger State has just been collated. Any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Borno, then Enugu, followed by Kebbi. Borno State Collation Officer.
I, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Borno State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 430,715. Total number of accredited voters, 414,988. Total number of votes cast, 414,988. At the end of the voting exercise,
The aspirants scored the following votes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, scored 410,988, while Stanley Osipo scored 0. Thank you very much.
The result for Borno State has just been collated. Agents, any problem, any question, any objection, any clarification? Thank you.
Yes, next is Enugu, Kebbi, then Kaduna. Enugu, Collation Officer, Enugu State. Then he will be followed by Kebbi, then Kaduna.
I, Peter Mba, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Enugu State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 400,434. Total number of accredited voters, 383,382. Total number of votes cast, 383,382. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 383,382 votes. 383,382, while Stanley Osifo, 0 vote. 0 vote.
Kebbi, get ready. Kebbi, then Kaduna. Kebbi, then Kaduna. Kebbi and Kaduna, get ready. Thank you.
Just 1 minute. The result for Enugu State has just been collated. Agents, any problem, any question, any clarification, any objection? Thank you.
Kebbi,
Officer. Comrade Dr. Nasir Idris, the Coalition Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Kebbi States, hereby present result as follows. Total party registered members, 340,539. Total number of accredited voters, 292,972. Total number of votes cast, 292,902. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Name of aspirant, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, received 292,972. Stanley Osifo scored 0.
Kaduna, get ready. Then Bauchi, Ondo. Kaduna is the next.
Result for KB State has just been collated. Agents, any objection, any clarification, any question? Thank you.
Collation officer for Kaduna State. Kaduna State Collation officer may wish to come forward and announce the result. Then he will be followed by Bauchi, then Ondo State. Collation officer.
I, Senator Obasani, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Kaduna State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. The total number of registered party members, 638,052. Total number of accredited voters, 618,914. Total number of vote cast, 618,914. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 618,914 votes. Stanley Osifo, 0 vote. Thank you very much.
The result for Kaduna State has just been collated. Agent, any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you.
The collation officer for Bauchi State may wish to come forward and announce the result. Thank you. After him is Ondo. Ondo followed by Yobe.
Chair, Excellencies, I, Muhammad Ali Pate, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Bauchi State, hereby present the results of the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 178,414. Total number of accredited voters, 159,191. Total number of votes cast, 159,191. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. First, Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 156,541. Stanley Osifo scored 2,650 votes. Thank you.
Ondo, get ready. Ondo, then Yobe. No, he has signed it. Everything has been signed.
The result for Bauchi State has just been collated. Any question, any objection, any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Ondo, the collation officer for Ondo State. The collation officer for Ondo State may wish to come. Okay. Then after that, Yobe. After Ondo, Yobe. Ondo, sorry.
Your Excellency, please permit me to recognize the presence of a presidential aspirant, Mr. Stanley Osifo. Mr. Osifo, you're welcome to this event.
I, Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, the collation officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress presidential primaries for Ondo State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 193,704. 193,704. Total number of accredited voters, 181,996. Total number of votes cast, 181,996. Total number of votes cast, 181,996. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, 181,996. I repeat, 181,996. Osifo Osayeme Stanley scores 0. Thank you.
Immediately we finish, Yobe, His Excellency the Governor of Yobe will come and present. Then Rivers.
Yes. The result for Ondo State has just been collated. Agents, any objection? Any problem, any complaint? Thank you.
Yobe State. Collation officer, Yobe State.
I, Maimala Buni,
the coalition officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress presidential primaries for Yobe State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered members, 275,510. Total number of accredited voters, 253,804. Total number of votes cast, 253,804. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, 253,804. Stanley Osipo, nil. Thank you.
So the next would be Rivers, then followed by Delta.
Data has gone.
No, data has gone.
Data has gone. Data has gone.
He didn't check.
The result for Yobe State has just been collected. Any question, any objection, any issue, any problem, any clarification? Thank you.
The collation officer, River State.
I, Simnala Fubara, the collation officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress presidential primaries for Rivers State, hereby present the result of the state as follows. Total party number of registered members, 297,068. After accreditation, the physical persons who participated in the election is 280,082. Total votes casted, 280,082. The results are as follows. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 280,082 votes. Mr. Stanley Osofo scored 0. Thank you.
Thank you. After Rivers is Akwa Ibom, then Benue, followed by Imo.
River State has just been collected. Agents, any issue, any question? Thank you.
Akwa Ibom. The collation officer of Akwa Ibom State may wish to present the result of Akwa Ibom. He'll be followed by Benue, then Imo.
I, Pastor Umar Eno, the coalition officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress presidential primaries for Akwa Ibom State, hereby present the result for the state as follows.
Total number of registered party members, 424,855. Total number of accredited voters, 393,695. Total number of vote cast, 389,197. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, 389,197 votes. Stanley Osifo, no votes. Thank you so much.
The next is Benue, then Imo. Benue.
Thank you, sir.
This one, even that one. This one.
Look at it. What's it?
The result for Akwa Ibom State has just been collated. Agents, any issue, any objection? Thank you.
I, Reverend Father Dr. Hyacinth Yomem Alia, the Collation Officer, the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Benue, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 390,507. Total number of accredited voters, 375,566. Total number of votes cast, 375,566. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 374,787. Stanley Osifo scored 779 votes. Thank you.
The next is going to be Imo, the Governor General.
The result for Benue State has just been collated. Agents, any problem, any objection, any question? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
It's ready to come.
Which one?
Imo, yes. The Governor of Imo State, yes. Collation Officer of Imo State.
I, Senator Hope Uzodimma, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Imo State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total number of registered 647,231. 647,231. Total number of accredited voters, 583,096. 583,096. Total number of votes cast, 583,063. 583,063. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 582,960. 582,960. Mr. Stanley Osifo, 103. I so submit. Thank you. I'm sorry.
And I have an announcement.
The result from Imo State has just been collated. Agents, any issue, any question? Thank you.
Thank you.
APC! APC! We realize that a number of us would want to stretch their legs and maybe use the bathroom. So we will invite the artist with us for a 10-minute musical interlude, within which we can stretch our legs and return to our seats. We're expecting the president very soon. Within that 10 minutes, he will just be here. Thank you.
Growth along the coastal corridor. Road marking. Once construction is complete, lane lines, edge markings, and safety symbols are painted. Reflective materials are used to ensure visibility at night and during rain. Solar-powered streetlights. Poles fitted with solar panels and batteries are installed along the highway. They provide lighting without reliance on the national grid, improving
Media
safety
musical
and
interlude,
sustainability.
please. Musical interlude, please. Not the documentary. Musical interlude.
DJ.
They have given me this transmission. The order is there. Oh, is back.
Special regards to my governor,
Let us be.
Governor Hassan Malia.
God bless you.
What
one, you are great. Second time, head ahead. In the past tense was no time. When it makes sense, like how? I see walking, no go pay. Who ends up city for the take? I see what you got, sense like Jesus. This kind of president you give us. Deliver us like Moses. 2027 is a takeover. Like walkover, like game over. Or you pick up with some juice. Keep on rush, go make you dance. Make me dance for Jagaba. Show me what you do. Wapana tukanu. What you might be saying. Keep on rush, go make you dance. Make me dance for Jagaba. Show me what you do. Wapana tukanu. See what you might be saying. She's reaching the hopeless. The blind are feeling the progress. The deaf are watching the process. Like, welcome, your highness. Like, yes, father. What the hell you could do to outdo the reverend gentleman? Opportunity be like motorway and no real boosting that. 20 facts and I don't get a lot to be like what? It's our empowerment like shady. That's how they did. That's how it is. People don't show, make you dance. Make we dance for Jagaba.
Yeah, you are. I give you the outside now.
Hey, Frankie.
I was walking down the street one day when I looked up, I saw a Frankie. Do you remember? You looked at me and then I blushed, 'cause I remembered I loved you so much way back when we were friends, going together, but then you left me. Frankie, do you remember? Frankie, do you remember? You were 15 and I was 12. It was summer, we were so in love. I never loved anyone this much. Look at me, I'm thrilled to your touch. Hey, Frankie, do you remember? Frankie, do you remember? Oh, you hold me down, down, down. I did what's wrong, wrong. You'll never know how much I love you. Frankie, do you remember? Do you remember me? You walked me to the deli then. We sat in the food where it all began. I looked into your big eyes and said to myself, we could have had twins with Frankie. Do you remember? Oh, you brought me down, down, down. I did what's wrong. You'll never know how much I and I blushed, 'cause I remembered when I loved you so
Hello. One, two.
Done a lot in many areas. Is it area of infrastructure? Is it healthcare? Is it agriculture? Is it socio-economic empowerment for our people, particularly the vulnerable, the poor, and underserved in our society? Even the issue of security. I can say that someone coming from Kaduna, we have seen some level of improvement. Farmers have gone back to the farm. Students are now going going to schools. So I believe that people, particularly the downtrodden, will certainly come out in mass to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of what they have done so far in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Underserved area.
National Conference Center.
Yes.
So, how would you rate the primaries collation so far?
Quite amazing. It informs us of one thing, hidden fact. The fact that the APC is unified. People had some bit of reservations, and the naysayers were like, no, it's not going to hold as one. But this is very demonstrative that APC is so prepared. We are a unified force, and we mean it to do it not just for the president, but for the entire subnationals. So it's quite warming, and it's good news that the result we all have seen so far, it's amazing.
But people are saying the main challenge is the general election itself. How do you see the APC scaling through?
Let me begin with Benue State. Granted that people, the number of parties are in fracas already, but way before this, since 2023 that I came in, the entire state was already collapsed, either by design or by default, with the movement of all the forces we came in by the people themselves. Making the choice of me became a game changer for the political calculations in the entire state. And that is how it is. If you do your polls even now, our numbers are even higher than the last 2 years I came in. And why is that? So people have seen the dividends have been drawn to them. They have seen how the economy is brought directly to their doorsteps. People are saying that the schools were dead, primary schools were completely dead. Now in the state, basics 1 to 9 is free. Nothing. Parents will just send their kids to school and they're taught. We just hired 9,000 teachers. 9,700 teachers were specifically trained for the primary schools. Primary schools are being built, new ones are being built, and then also revamped. The health system is the same thing. Where you have over 396 establishments either being constructed or being refurbished, you simply doing what the people are expecting. We inspected the result we had put out. So we inspected what we were going to expect. And this is why you come to Benue State, the works that are put on the ground, be it infrastructural, be it industrial, Since we came in, you have established 4 industries in the states, and they are fully functioning. A number of young people are already hired. So this is what the people intended, and this is what they want.
And you believe this is what you guarantee the return?
Not totally a guarantee. People were thinking about insecurities. We came in when the state had 17 local governments in the front lines of insecurity. We fought everything. Excuse me, we fought everything and crashed all the insecurities down to 3 local governments, and even the 3 local governments are experiencing relative peace now. So the entire state, it's where, by our own calculation, by our own measure and strategies, should be. So we're quite good to go. And at the end of the general election, God willing, with all the people on board as they are, would be out there, dry and clean.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thanks a lot.
And Borno, okay. We'll be having both of you together, sir.
Yes.
So, initially, there were problems in Nasarawa State, but you were able to quell it. People said there were some political oppositions on the political side. How did you manage to wriggle out of this?
Well, I think every state has one opposition or the other, and there is nothing wrong with having opposition. In fact, opposition is the meaning of democracy. Without opposition, then you don't have true democracy. So yes, we had people who were having opposition in Nasarawa State, but from what you have seen, in all our primaries, all of them, not just senatorial or House of Assembly or House of Representatives, you will see in most cases, when whoever is the winner is winning with nothing less than 80%. In fact, there are instances where some of the winners won with over 90%. So it looks like our party is united. Our leadership, stakeholders are united, and they are going in the right direction. It is okay to have opposition. But then right now in Nasarawa State, the truth of the matter is that the opposition are in total disarray. And we thank God that we are united and we are going in the right direction. Yes, even within our party, you have some people who have lost, and then some of them who have lost are saying one thing or the other, but the majority of the people that we have, in Nasarawa State today, especially those of them who we have concluded, our elections are getting ready, to go ahead and follow us. In fact, one of the people who lost the governorship election has already congratulated, the winner of the election. That's where we are.
So how do you see 2027 in terms of the presidency? The President Tinubu is coming back. Obviously, he has won the primaries. Is there a good chance of him returning to power in 2027?
In fact, his name is Chance when it comes to Nasarawa State. The truth of the matter is that most of the other people that you are talking about, who are about to challenge the president, most of the political parties, in reality, are supporting him, in our state. Whether it is SDP, or the current PDP in the state. In fact, the prospective candidate for PDP gubernatorial election in Nasarawa State clearly informed us that he is going to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So that's the kind of thing. So as far as Nasarawa State is concerned, by the grace of God, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the best chance to return. Thank you very much.
From Nasarawa, we move to Borno, so we're really moving. Your Excellency, sir, what is going on in Borno? Is everywhere calm politically? What is the chance of APC in Borno State as far as 2027 is concerned?
Alhamdulillah, peace building, social cohesion, and stability is a prelude to democracy. So far, so good. Our party constitution has allowed for primary election to be at 2 months. One is consensus, and then 2 is through direct primaries. In Borno State, almost 90% almost 98% of our positions were filled through consensus. This is an indication that there is understanding, there is peace, there is social cohesion among us, and there is an internal democracy. This goes to tell you that, inshallah, LCC has the chance of winning all elections from presidential to House of Assembly by 100%. We are doing well.
Thank you very much,
Your
Excellency. Well, it's time we go back to the main event. We're still expecting the president. It's expected that after now, the conclusion of this program will come into place so that the formal announcement will be made so that we can begin to go on. Thank you. In Abuja, where the collation of results for the presidential primary of the All Progressive Congress is taking place. I have with me here a chieftain of the party in Abia State, Ikone. Senatorial aspirant, right?
Yes, Abia South.
Abia South.
That's correct.
Ikone.
That's
Please,
correct.
can you tell us how far has the primaries gone? What has Abia got to offer the APC at the national level?
Like I said, I keep saying it, the tsunami that the president is coming with will start from Abia and from Abia South. As the president results is being collected, and we expect that every other result after the presidential own announced will be announced officially, but in the main election proper, the president will win and win overwhelmingly. The president winning will be overwhelmingly to the point that it will be difficult to be a subject of dispute. So the tsunami that we are talking about will start from Abia South in favor of Mr. President. So the primaries have come. Today is the result collection from Mr. President, an announcement, and thereafter the national will begin to release official results from every state as the outcome of the primaries from various states.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We will now go back straight into the event as they unfold inside the hall.
May we take our seats, please? Please, may I have the attention of the
Take your seats. Take your seats.
Please take your seats. The Vice President is about to enter the hall. Please be seated. And may I request His Excellency, the Senate President, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the National Chairman, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum, the Chairman, Progressive Governors Forum, to please meet the Vice President right outside at the entrance as he comes in to the hall. Thank you very much.
Can we take our seats? Can we take our seats and resume the process? Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Oh, yeah. And Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are about to resume the process again. Please, Secretary, can you resume?
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next state is Ekiti State. Collation officer for Ekiti State may wish to come forward and announce the result and submit same. Collation officer Ekiti State. The collation officer Ekiti State. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I, Abiodun Abayomi Oyebanji, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Ekiti State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 98,006. Total number of accredited voters, 85,340. Total number of vote cast, 85,340. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 85,340. Stanley Osifo, 0. Thank you.
Lagos, get ready. Lagos, get ready. Then Ogun.
When I finish, I will see you briefly before I go to Abu. Abi, you don't understand. I told you that before I go to the airport, I will see you. And I give to the person that bring you a down.
APC. The result from Ekiti State has just been collated. Agents, do you have any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you. Well done.
The next is Lagos. Collation officer for Lagos State.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, Chairman of the Presidential Election Committee, all excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Lagos State, hereby present the results for the states as follows. Total party members, registered party members, 900,553. 900,553. Total number of accredited voters, 816,174. 816,174. Total number of votes cast, 816,174. At the end of the voting exercise, Your Excellencies, the aspirants scored the following votes. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 814,988. 814,988. 814,988. Stanley Osifo scored 1,186. 1186. 1,186. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, sir.
The result for Lagos State has just been collated. Now, the agents, any problem, any objection, any clarification? Thank you.
Okay. The next is Ogun. Collation Officer, Ogun State.
Okay.
Collation Officer, Ogun State. Okay. The next is Zamfara. Collation Officer, Zamfara State. Collation Officer, Zamfara State may wish to come and present the result. Amaga.
I, Dr. Lowell, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Zamfara State, hereby present the results as follows. Total number of registered party members, 365,796. Total number of accredited voters, 322,435. Total number of votes cast, 321,621. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants have scored the following votes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu scores 321,579, while Stanley Osifo scores 42 votes. And the winner was declared as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you.
Yes. The next will be Ogun after Zamfara. Is Ogun around? Collation officer, Ogun State. Get ready. He has finished.
Okay. amma yana da kyau yanzu da an hana naku nan ba a ƙi shi ko ina.
APC, the result for Zamfara State has just been collated. The agents, are you okay with that? Any question? Any objection? Any complaint? Thank you.
Thank you. Collation officer, Ogun State. Collation officer, Ogun State, if he's around. Then collation officer, Sokoto State. The collation officer for Sokoto State may wish to come and present the results. Ogun State is here. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, Your Excellencies, Executive Governors, Your Excellencies, Presidential All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries Committee, my name is Prince Dapo Abiodun, the Collation Officer of the year 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Ogun State. I hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered members, 343,407. 343,407. Total number of accredited voters, 323,164. 323,164. Total number of votes cast, 322,485. 322,485. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, scored 322,485. 322,485. Stanley Osipo scored 000. Thank you very much.
APC, the result for Ogun State has just been collated. Agents, any objection, any question, any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Collation Officer of Sokoto State and will be followed by Collation Officer for Taraba State. Collation Officer Sokoto State.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. I, Ahmad Ali Sokoto, Governor Sokoto State, that I am the collation officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Sokoto State. And I'm hereby present the results of the state as follows. The total number of registered party members in the state stood at 329,320. And the total number of accredited voters, 301,000. While the total number of broadcasts, 321,000. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirant score the following votes. Bola Ahmad Tinubu, 301,000. While Stanley Osipo, 0. No votes. Thank you and wassalamu alaikum.
The result for Sokoto State has just been collated. Any objection? Any complaint? Any clarification? Thank you.
The next is Taraba State. Okay, no, you can use the mic there. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. In the total number of vote cast, sir, we have 321,000. Why for His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu had 301,000 and Osifo 0. And if we add it together, doesn't tally with the 321,000. Do we have invalid votes?
Yes. What it means is that some people were accredited and they did not vote. So you cannot count them.
His vote cast. The vote cast is 321,000.
Yes.
What I'm asking is that do we have invalid votes of 20,000?
Yes, that is the. What we are saying is that how many is the total vote cast?
321,000.
Then what is the
result for His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu? 301,000. And for Osifo Stanley 0.
Yes. What's the difference?
20,000.
20,000. I'm sure it's a calculation issue. So we are going to reconcile it. We had similar issue with the first result announced.
I didn't hear it, sir. Let me hear his question.
Okay, sir.
Please let me hear your question.
In the vote caster, we was 321,000.
No. The total number of registered. You didn't take it well. You didn't take it well. Total number of registered. You didn't take it well.
Please.
Check it very well.
Okay, sir.
Total number of registered. Registered voters. No, sir, let me answer him.
Yeah.
Let me answer him.
Please ask your question.
Mr. Agent, you can come here and address us. Come.
Come.
Please.
Ask your question.
This is what is the declared result. Look at, no, take the mic so that you can confirm to the what you are saying there. No. Okay, no, use the mic so that
He's corrected. It's just the calculations.
Okay, you
I'm
got the
satisfied with it.
calculation wrong.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Collation officer Taraba State. Collation officer Taraba State may wish to come. The collation officer Taraba State. Please. Then collation officer Cross River State. Collation officer Cross River State. Thank you, Excellency.
Hold on.
I, Senator Basi Otu, the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Cross River State, hereby present the results for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 121,216 votes. Total number of accredited votes, 113,911. Total number of votes cast, 113,911. Names of aspirants. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 113,000 votes, 911. Stanley Osifo, 0 votes.
Yes, Gombe State may get ready. Please.
The result for Cross River State has just been collated. The agents, any objection, any miscalculation, any clarification, any question? Thank you.
Collation officer Gombe State. Oh, Taraba State is here? Sorry, the collation officer Taraba State, then after the collation officer Gombe State.
Thank you. I, Dr. Agbu Kefas, the collection officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress Presidential Primaries for Taraba State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 189,715. 189,715. Total number of accredited voters, 183,698. 183,698. Total number of votes cast, 183,698. 183,698. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes: Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 183,698. I repeat, 183,698. Stanley Osifo, 0. I repeat, Stanley Osifo, 0. Thank you.
All of us here are women. Including the national chamber. Now what? If all of us are women, national chamber. Why? Only man here.
APC, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Taraba State has just been collated. Agents, any question, any issue? Thank you.
The next is Gombe State, the collation officer for Gombe State. His Excellency Governor Ino Yahaya Kojezo.
I, Muhammadu Ino Yahaya, the collation officer of the 2026 All Progressive Congress presidential primaries for Gombe State, hereby present the result for the state as follows. Total party number of registered party members, 550,516. Total number of accredited voters, 458,517. Total number of votes cast, 450,517. At the end of the voting exercise, the aspirants scored the following votes. 1. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 450,517, while Stanley Osifo scored 0. Thank you.
The result for Gombe State has just been collated. Agents, any question, any objection, any clarification? Thank you.
Thank you. The last, but certainly not the least,
Your Excellencies, distinguished leaders, members of our party, I wish to acknowledge the arrival and presence of His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. The next, which the last, certainly not the least, is the Collation Officer of Adamawa State. The Collation Officer for Adamawa State may wish to come and present the results. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Right Honorable Ahmadu Umar Fintri, the Governor of Adamawa State and equally doubling as the Collation Officer of the 2026 All Progressives Congress Presidential Primaries for Adamawa State. Hereby presents the results for the state as follows. Total number of registered party members, 977,879. Total number of accredited voters, 644,344. The total number of vote cast, 644,344. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu GCF has scored 644,149. Stanley Osifo scored 195. Thank you and God bless you.
Wajen kafin tribal line da abin da ana sai da sabon motoci ka tambaye su za su nuna maka gidan chairman kuma ga na tura ma address yawa okay wani hanya karami ne zaka shiga zaka gida na da number 15 before yeah people
The last, maybe the last, maybe the least. The collation for Adamawa State has been just been concluded. So, agents, any question, any clarification, any objection? Thank you. APC, with the collation of an Adamawa State, we have concluded the result collation for the 36 states and FCT. Therefore, we'll take a little time to tabulate the results and get the nationwide total. It is after we have totaled the number of scores by each candidate across the states that we will arrive at the overall highest winner or otherwise. So you will bear with us for a few minutes for us to compute the results and come back to you for the final announcement. Thank you.
The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, 750 kilometers. The Testament of Progress. Section 1, Lagos, 47.47 kilometers. Section 2, Lagos, 56.3 kilometers. Section 3A, Uyo, and Section 3B, Calabar, 77.5 kilometers. Section 4A, Ogun, 28.7 kilometers. Section 4B, Ondo, 51.6 kilometers. Section 5, Akwa Ibom, 82.8 kilometers. To understand where the coastal highway began, we must travel back decades to a time when the Victoria Island shoreline in Lagos State was in crisis. Coastal erosion had become a major threat to lives and property along the shoreline. Streets disappeared, homes collapsed, waves broke where living rooms once stood. Victoria Island was disappearing into the Atlantic Ocean. During this period, a young governor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, took on one of the greatest environmental battles in the nation's history. The winds were strong, the tides were unpredictable, and engineering solutions were scarce. But something remarkable happened. A partnership emerged, one that would define the next generation of Nigerian infrastructure.
No, we handle it. We handle it. They will just want to be higher. And then
She was like the beauty queen of the magazine. Now nothing, my baby, bitch, don't get it. Ain't next thing, I'm a man. Put your cover girl, listen up with the program. But there is no make it say that. www.c.com. International. Booty man, it's the gun and I'm like you don't wanna take it too fast. Watch this little slow and I'm supposed to be down. She was like, I can't believe you wanna talk this little make it up. My baby, ain't this thing about her, she's coming.
Once you woke up late in the morning light, and the day had just begun, she opened up her eyes and thought, oh, what a morning. It's not a day for what? It's a day for catching time. She was lying on the beach and having fun. She's going to get you all that she wants. Is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. So if you are inside on the day you try, she's the hunter, you're the fox. A gentle voice that talks to you won't talk forever. It is the night of passion, with the morning rain goodbye. Beware of what is flashing in her eyes. She's going to get ya. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. feel that pity. I charge anyway, 'cause I love it. Sit up. Show me your direction. Never know what ever I can't be your girl. You're showing the light that I'm feeling, the light that I have in you. Yeah.
The Northwest Geopolitical Zone, an absolute titan of commerce, culture, and capacity. Spanning across legendary plains of the ancient trading gates of Kano and Kaduna to the agricultural heartlands of Katsina, Sokoto, and Zamfara. This region is the literal engine room of northern prosperity. With a population driving millions of microeconomies, the Northwest feeds the nation and anchors cross-border trade across the Sahel. But for decades, this economic giant was held back by the crumbling, bottlenecked ruins of its most critical transport spine, the Trunk A2 road. Heavy freight trucks stood stranded for days. Commerce was choked by dust and craters.
So if every day those also are living here in Koningora and other places, what we face on this road, the number of accidents, the number of the amount of delays that we experience here every day going to work and coming back is terrible.
When I get to this place, I will be here for like 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes I will even park my car.
Honestly speaking, you spend 3 hours to 4 hours because of the poor roads and the bad roads. Armed robbers attack so many people. Our women, our
Today, under the decisive driving force of the renewed hope agenda, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the master builder, has completely altered the status quo. The infrastructure monopoly has been broken, and in its place stands a revolution of rigid concrete. Be ready. We are taking you directly to the front lines of the completion, where a magnificent, fully completed 81-kilometer dual concrete fortress now links a portion of Abuja to Kaduna, and flawless municipal overlays open up the gates of Kano. To the age-long forgotten Kaduna-Pambegwa Road, which is wearing a new look. This vital alignment connects people, economies, and much more to the plateau and beyond. Witness the dawn of a thriving Northwest. A 375
we're doing things that we do. Meanwhile, are we losing? Because we won't let go. And yeah, thinking what we're doing. Don't let nothing change your mind. Get off the ground, I'm losing again. It wasn't to the car. Keep on believing all the dreams inside you. Don't stop achieving, yeah. Some love shine on through. And don't fight the feeling. Just keep on.
Thank you very much.
Keep on moving. 'Cause I know
Your Excellencies, distinguished leaders, members of our party, please settle down in a few minutes. We will be welcoming Mr. President to this event. So I urge that we remain seated until the President has arrived and takes his seat. Thank you so much.
Can you imagine that? You can't find anything.
Accommodate. It's not easy. Let me tell you, it's not easy because it's hard. Yeah, I know. Even before convention, I will come 1 week to convention. I went to US. Wanted to start. That's why they brought me and that man, you don't know that the man is my friend, but she's in another direction. My friend, but she's based in Lagos. Yeah, yes. Islam. You know, Islam is not happening. Yeah. Say this man. Be careful. Okay, I surrender myself or somebody drop me. You know, you say you don't want to go. Even you take it, you say you don't want to go. You understand? Yeah, that's not see like this. So this man, he doing me this, it's not this, this one is not the first time. Yes, all West. Yeah, it's a capital. No, it's huh? You will say that it's a capital. It's true now, it's true now. Yes. Oh, the bad one. No, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Not chicken. I don't know chicken. She president so my jirgin mu mun samu approval yau ne da dare zamu tashi yau ne zamu tashi mun samu approval ori da yanzu an gama da brother ya shiga da announce wallahi wani cikin gama wai na ce ba so of course, I don't care. Let him say that I don't want to say. But today I am sitting for the city. Out. Huh?
It's out and out for good.
Will not come back again.
Never.
Never indeed. Mr. President is coming. Let us.
May we rise? Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Professor Nentawe Goshwe Yewalda, the APC National Chairman. His Excellency Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, GCON, President of the Senate. The Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, GCON, Speaker, House of Representatives. His Excellency Senator Barau Jibrin, CFR, the Deputy President of the Senate. The Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, CFR, the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives. The Honorable Alhaji Ali Bukadalori, the Deputy National Chairman, North. Dr. Benjamin Obi Nwoye, the Deputy National Chairman, South. Senator Surajuddin Ajibola Bashiru, PhD, the National Secretary. His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodimma, Chairman, Progressive Governors Forum and Governor of Imo State. His Excellency Alhaji Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, Chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum and Governor of Kwara State. Distinguished members of the National Working Committee of our great party, Your Excellencies, the Progressive Governors here present. The leadership of the National Assembly PC Caucus, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation of Nigeria. May I especially welcome and recognize the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. You're welcome, ma'am. The state coordinators at the Presidential Primary Election Committee members who are here present under the chairmanship of Senator Pius Anyim, members of the Appeal Committee of the Presidential Primary Election, all state coordinators and coalition officers who are here, members of the Federal Executive Council who are here present, all invited members of the Diplomatic Corps, the state chairman of our party, the non-NWC members of NEC who are here, all invited observers, representatives of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, media organizations who are here, other special invitees. My name is Felix Moka, CON. I serve as the National Publicity Secretary of our party. Now, at this time, it is my privilege to invite the National Chairman of our party to invite the Chairman of the Primary Election Committee to announce the results of this election. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Your Excellency, our President, our Father, and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Mother in the Land, and the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the supportive Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, the Senate President, Senator Goswill Akpabio, the Speaker, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, the Deputy Speaker, Deputy Senate President, Senator Jibrin Barau, the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, the governors here present, National Assembly members here present, National Working Committee here present. Let me acknowledge the presence of our second aspirant, Honorable Stanley Osifo, who's also seated.
Osifo, raise up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and party men, we stand today on the threshold of history, a defining moment for our party in terms of leadership recruitment and selection. We started with the primary election from the House of Assembly, the National Assembly, governorship, and it will climax with that of the president. And we have two aspirants to this position. The sitting president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the second aspirant, Honorable Stanley Osifo. Yesterday was the primary election. It was conducted nationwide. Accreditation took place in all the wards across the country. We also ensure that there was collation at the local government level, which was done yesterday. Most states did their collation also yesterday at the state level. Some did today. Today, we're doing the national collation. And because of ensuring that we also have a transparent system and give the world what's happening in APC and our government and what we're doing to ensure that we deepen internal democracy within our party, we decided to make this program live. It's on 5 TV stations, it's on online, and I'm happy that the 2 people representing the 2 aspirants, they've been challenging some of the results. It shows that APC is open, where we challenge and mistakes were made, corrections were done based on the suggestion of the 2 representatives of the 2 aspirants. And I'm happy that this coalition has gone mutually with the mutual respect of the two aspirants and also the respect that every aspirant in the party has given respect to the party. Finally, what the defining moment, we've tidied up the coalition. But let me thank the governors who were the returning officers of their state and the people that were selected to become also the returning officer of their states. Thank you so very much for a great job you've done, a sacrifice to the nation and for the party. At no cost to the party, you've done that. May God bless your effort and what you've done for this great party. And let me thank all the party members who are here also. Many of you supported us. Most of you here were coalition officers at the local government, some at different levels. And we must thank you for the support given this party right from the primary election we've done at different levels. Having said that, I want to also thank the team led by Senator Pius Ayim, who has done excellently very well in terms of coordination, preparation, and also ensuring that this transition takes place seamlessly. Thank you so very much as a committee. You've done very well in terms of the coordination. Having said that, you made my job very easy. Let me invite the chairman of the committee, His Excellency Senator Pius Ayim, to come and take over and declare the winner of this very primary election. Your Excellency, you're welcome to declare the winner of this primary election. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the First Lady of Nigeria, our own dear distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the Vice President of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, the Senate President, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Senate President, the Deputy Speaker, Your Excellencies, our state governors, distinguished National Chairman, the National Secretary of our party, members of the National Working Committee, my colleagues in the 2026 APC presidential primary election, particularly Senator Ken Namani, Senator Right Honorable Yakub Dogara, Senator Victor Ndomeba, Barrister Sanisi Musa SAN, and Her Excellency Titi Laole, forgive me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. By the power conferred on the APC Presidential Primary Elections Committee 2026, under the Electoral Act, INEC guidelines, and the APC Constitution, I, Anyim Pius Anyim, Chairman of the Presidential Primary Election Committee, hereby certify that I am the returning officer for the presidential primary election held on the 23rd of May, 2026. I also confirm that the presidential primary elections of 2026 held as follows. The 36 states of the Federation were covered. 774 local governments in the country were covered, and 8,809 wards across the country also hosted and held the elections. Mr. President, I am also to confirm that there were 2 aspirants to the APC 2026 presidential primary elections, i.e. the incumbent president, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, and Mr. Stanley Osifo. Mr. President, the election had been collated, the results had been computed, and I can say on behalf of the committee that the following were the records of the election. Mr. President, across the country, the total number of 12,643,306 registered voters were the registered voters in our party. Mr. President, for the purpose of this election, 11,069,756 voters were accredited. Mr. President, after the accreditation, 11,015,665 voters casted their votes. And after we computed the votes, I am delighted to announce on behalf of the committee that the aspirants received vote as follows. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR received a total number of 10,999,162 votes. Mr. Stanley Osifo received a total of 16,503 votes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore my duty as the returning officer for this primary election to declare President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, having satisfied the requirements of APC Constitution and guidelines and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared the winner of the primary election and is returned, elected, nominated as the party's presidential candidate. APC! 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 Thank you, Mr. National Chairman. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we heartily congratulate you on your nomination as the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the 2027 presidential elections. Mr. President, sir, we will shortly be airing a 500 drone show, probably happening for the first time in Nigeria. This was originally meant to be presented live at the Eagle Square. However, as this event is taking place indoors here at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center, we will feed this production remotely and displayed on the screens here today. Your Excellency, this was put together by some of your close friends in recognition of your diligent and path-breaking work for our nation and in honor of your transformative leadership. Happy viewing.
Nigeria is a nation of strength, a nation that does not stand still. And tonight, the sky tells a story of hope renewed and promises kept. Shackles of poverty, deficit infrastructure, scarcity of fuel, food insecurity, and many more have been broken. The renewed hope is not just about making hard decisions, but restoring confidence and building a stable foundation for growth. Through bold economic reforms, Nigeria's external reserves crossed $48.5 billion, the highest in 6 years. State and local governments received record fact disbursements of over 2.7 trillion naira in a single month, driven by stronger non-oil revenue. For the first time in years, Nigeria recorded a $6.83 billion balance of payment surplus, a clear signal of renewed economic confidence. By reforming fiscal management, the revenue to debt servicing ratio fell from 97% to 68%, freeing resources for development. Exchange rate unification and market reforms stabilized the forex system and reopened Nigeria to global investment. Construction is underway on the 800-kilometer Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, unlocking trade and tourism. Across the nation, over 260 road projects have been completed, with hundreds more ongoing, reconnecting cities and communities. The Eastern Rail Line and the Kano-Maradi Rail projects are back on track. And for the first time, power generation peaked above 5,800 megawatts, supported by a new Electricity Act empowering states. With the launch of the Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, buses and conversion kits are reducing transport costs, easing the burden on Nigerian families. Over 1 million students now access higher education through the Student Loan Scheme. More than 570 billion naira has been released for livelihood support, empowering 600,000 nano businesses nationwide. Healthcare is expanded, with over 1,000 primary healthcare centers revitalized and cancer treatment costs reduced by 50%. And Nigerian workers now earn a new national minimum wage of 70,000 naira. A nationwide mechanization program is delivering tractors from global partners. Temporary removal of tariffs on staple foods help combat food inflation and protect households. Focused security operations have neutralized key criminal leaders, restoring safety across affected regions. Passport backlogs were cleared within weeks. Purchase of advanced military gears. And in 2024 alone, 4,111 corruption convictions secured the recovery of 364 billion naira for the Nigerian people. With new regional development commissions, growth is reaching every zone, leaving no region behind. The renewed hope agenda. Real reforms, real results. A stronger Nigeria rising together. The man who made all these possible.
Thank you very much. We will now take the next documentary, which will run for a few minutes. Thank you so much. Media team, please.
1,068 kilometers. A test. Progress. Volume 2, June 2025 to May 2026. 47 years ago, the then president of Nigeria, Shehu Shagari, dreamt of a highway stretching from Badagry to Sokoto. For decades, that vision remained only a dream, spoken about, imagined, but never realized.
You know, I have spoken on the inaugural speech on the 1st day of October and laid stress on our desire and our resolve to work for African unity and for the liberation of all the African countries which are still under the yoke of racism and imperialism.
Until the coming of one man, the audacity of a man of courage, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today, that dream is no longer just an idea on paper. The Sokoto-Badagry superhighway is becoming a reality, transforming connectivity, trade, and national integration across Nigeria.
Don't be afraid. We will do this road.
Every country has a road that tells its story. In Nigeria, that road is now being built. From the northern border town of Ilela to the shoreline of Badagry, the Sokoto-Badagry superhighway is more than an engineering project. It is a national reorientation, a deliberate attempt to draw the country closer to itself through one continuous modern route, 1,068 kilometers across Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, and Lagos, across farms, rivers, markets, industries, communities, border towns, and coastlines. This road asks a simple question. What would happen if the distance between Nigeria's people began to shrink?
This road project, when completed, would go a long way in improving the socio-economic and political well-being of many communities living not only in the northwest, but the entire northern Nigeria.
If produce could move faster, if traders could reach further, if security could respond quicker, if the north, the center, and the southwest could begin to move as one connected economic system. Today, that question is no longer hidden in policy papers or drawings. It is taking shape in cleared land, in field teams, in active machinery, in concrete works, in sections that can be seen, measured, and followed. What was once a line on a map is now becoming a physical connection between Nigeria's inland strength and its coastal future. Major infrastructure does not emerge by chance. It requires clarity of vision at the highest level. Under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, connectivity has become a national priority.
Nigeria expects that you will serve with integrity, dignity, and deliver. I will hold you to that standard. We all promise Nigerians.
The administration has placed road infrastructure at the center of economic growth, food security, national integration, and regional trade. The Sokoto-Badagry route reflects that philosophy. It is not simply a road. It is a statement that Nigeria's internal arteries deserve the same attention as its ports, airports, and borders. The president's directive did not only authorize construction, it raised the standard. Build a road that lasts. Build a road that performs. Build a road that can elevate every community it touches. For a project of this scale, funding is not a background issue. It is the force that turns national ambition into visible delivery. The continued financing of the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway shows a clear decision at the highest level of government that infrastructure must be treated as an engine of productivity, not just a public expense. This is where leadership becomes visible, not only in what is announced, but in what is sustained, in the mobilization of equipment, in the workers on site, in the sections already advancing, and in a national project moving from commitment into construction. The translation of this vision into engineering has been led by the Ministry of Works. Senator David Umahi, Minister of Works, brings to the project both political leadership and civil engineering knowledge. Under his supervision, the rigid pavement design, durability, structural longevity, and value for money have shaped the technical direction of the highway.
I want to assure you that before the end of 2026, your 120 kilometer times 2 will be totally completed by HITEC. And like the director said, even before we came here to adjust technically the final level. We've already started it. And if you look at our back, you see the high level that high tech is adopting. And we pleaded with you that we don't want to vary the project. We know it's quite challenging in terms of the unit rate, but we will continue to manage with you. After all, you've been a very progressive partner in our nation building. So I want to thank you. What I have directed is that for water's sake, we have to review the site. I have directed that the median, which is 6 meters, should be reduced, and then we put New Jersey in it. And also the height of the project is now increased. It's been adjusted through the reduced levels and then the benchmarks. And this will help. And again, they have to reduce the stone base, and then increase, the stabilization of the earth, and that will be most durable.
Contribution by the federal government and innovative financing to ensure that
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, at this time, it is my honor to invite the National Chairman for the presentation of the Certificate of Return to the nominee of our great party for the presidential election 2027. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellency, it's my rare privilege as a party chairman to celebrate your victory. The party members across the country, they've spoken loud and clear. Today we're presenting to you the flag and certificate of return. The flag is not a symbol of the party alone. It's a symbol of hope of millions of Nigerians, not just party members alone, from ordinary farmers, like in my village in Dungun, there's no known to anybody. These farmers, their hope today is renewed. To traders in Lagos, Kano, or the streets of Maiduguri and other places, today, their hope is also looking up to you. I have a singular honor to invite Mr. President It's my singular honor to present this certificate, which is the voices of millions of the APC supporters across the country, over 10 million, represents this certificate of return. Your Excellency, congratulations. Having been returned as the candidate of our party, Your Excellency, with your selection by overwhelming members of our party, we are sure of victory in 2027. I present to you the symbol of our party, symbol of unity, symbol of common prosperity of this country. To you, congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you very, very much. Please be seated. Well, I won't be wrong if I start. The protocol with our dear father, elderly Tanko Yakasai, with your age over 100, you are here some years back, and you are one of the great minds that started the endorsement of a one Lagos boy, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And for you, being here tonight touches the soul of every one of us here. Thank you for being here. May God bless you. The Senate President, the Speaker, House of Representatives, executive governors of our great party, all of you served as returning officers. The national chairman of our great party. Maybe one day you will take me to that village of yours in Plateau State. Members of the National Working Committee of our party. Members of the Executive Council. Former APC National Chairman. Present members of National and State Assemblies. Members of state working committees. Let me, at this stage again, pay a special attention to my friend and his team, Senator Pius Ayim Pius, and another brother, Aminu Masari, with Abu Ibrahim, and many of you there. The journey of those years that will come a long way to celebrate today is still very fresh in my mind. Thank you for your consistency, dear friends. The APC flag bearers of various elective primaries, delegates and members of greater party, and people from diaspora, the second presidential aspirant, Stanley Osibo, well, congratulations for being a good sportsman. At least you earn your money. Representative of INEC, if they are here, members of diplomatic corps, other observers, members of the press, to my darling wife, ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate another proud moment in our democratic journey. A history not defined by any individual, but by our collective resolve to build a stable, prosperous, and just nation. 4 years ago, I stood before you as an aspirant to the highest office in our country, seeking your mandate alongside many distinguished compatriots and fellow aspirants, driven by conviction and patriotism. I recall with gratitude to Almighty Allah and all of you, how I sat that night at Eagle Square beside my friend, an ally, and a competitor then, and my predecessor, President Muhammad Buhari, of blessed memory. With your support, I emerged our party's candidate. A month later, I became the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It was a night full of anxiety, uncertainty. So many of you, some of you, particularly some of the governors, were aspirants, already elected and looking forward for re-election. Many today have changed and transited to become candidates of senatorial districts in various constituencies. And Professor Zulum was one of the supporting agents. At this stage, I must salute my Wasiri, Ibrahim Masari, Mejama. Today, I return as your incumbent president, humbled by your enduring support, encouraged by your continued confidence, and imbued with renewed passion for the task ahead. It was tough then, when we formed this party. It was Muhammadu Buhari of blessed memory and people like Al Makura was the only candidate of the CPC governor standing. We discussed all those nights. In the year 2022, I won around to chart a new course, a new direction of our party and our nation. Today, our task is to affirm that continuity, which is essential. To consolidate the reform, to work harder for prosperity, to bring that hope home to our people, and work harder to ensure Nigeria's prosperity that we long expected is here with us. I accept with profound humility and profound gratitude the nomination of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, to stand again as your presidential candidate in the 2027 election. I thank all the party leadership. I was glued to the television screen after participating in my own ward yesterday, watching the process. I saw what you did. I saw the rally in Kano. I saw the mammoth crowd in Kaduna. I saw the turnout. I saw the city boy walking the street of Calabar. It was a very good feeling to see there was no bloodshed, no rancor. This is politics in earnest. This is where we want Nigeria. United, happy, facing one direction of hope, prosperity, and joy. It is our time to dream and work hard. I thank the leadership, the national chairman, your committee, the entire members of the electoral process committee, the steadfast support and sacrifices of Nigerians across the country. I salute all of you. From all walks of life, you've given me the encouragement. Sometimes it is difficult, and I share the pain with you. I know what it is to reform this economy that was in tatters. If you lost sleep, I lost some too. If you have lost weight, I think I've lost some too. But I've always remembered one thing, that year 2022, I asked for this job, and you all supported me. And I got it. So I must do it. Since that night, a lot has changed. The political landscape has evolved. Electoral reform has strengthened the credibility of our democratic process. Voting patterns and expectations are shifting. Thank you, all of you. You change the landscape. Looking at the figure that you return. Where's my certificate? But let me get back to the thought process. Here is it. I thank you very much. Our economy has undergone significant structural reform, supported by new tax laws and fiscal policies that have boosted revenue collection for the Federation. We promise to remove financial barriers to higher education for our youth. Yes, we have established the Nigerian Education Loan Fund with over 282 billion disbursed and over 1.5 million beneficiaries in school. We promise an improved power supply and end to estimated billing. In the past 3 years, we have closed the metering gap by supplying 2.5 million meters via Presidential Metering Initiative. We have established a 4 trillion bond program to settle verified legacy debt owed to Gencos and gas companies. Under our administration, power generation sometimes peak at 6,000, 50% higher than we had inherited. But we are not there yet until we have uninterrupted 24 hours rest electricity. We move away from wasteful subsidy, corrupt invested, rent-seeking approach to businesses, unstable exchange rate, and weak infrastructure. Today, we are witnessing a great turnaround. The Naira is strengthening, foreign reserves are rising, and our economic outlook is positive, despite the inflationary disruption caused by war in Iran and geographical crisis in Middle East. We have strengthened macroeconomic stability through improved revenue. The performance is high, financial management and a better fiscal coordination is ensuring. We have prioritized infrastructure across street transportation, power, digital economic connectivities, housing, and irrigation as engine for inclusive growth. We are building concrete, durable roads and super highways along the coast. And you've seen the documentary on Sokoto-Badagry Road. We expect that road to last over 100 years. By improving our airports and seaports, after decades of neglect, we have reformed the oil and gas sector, and we are attracting billions of dollars fresh investment in a sector that was almost comatose. Our social investment and human capital program target vulnerable households, youth, women, and small businesses. At this stage, I must pause to thank my darling wife standing beside me for her efforts in supporting the program of this government, rekindling, renewing, and working seriously to help the vulnerable and the infant. In addition, we are reclaiming our national values and ethos anchored on unity and unbroken bonds of togetherness. While our funding and now revived national anthem recognizes our diversity, it reminds us of the work we need to do to forge a stronger and a more perfect union. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. As Nigerians, we must continue to stand together for our country against all forces that seek to divide us. They will try, but we must be firm, be together, be our brother's keeper. Yes, challenges remain. Many Nigerians still struggle with rising costs and economic adjustment. We do not dismiss these concerns. We understand them and govern not in comfort, but in reality, with honesty and action. It might be tedious, hard, but yes, we are not made for easy roads. We want to bequeath prosperity and a better life to our children yet unborn. We are paying the price now, laying the foundation. I must also acknowledge the security challenges still confronting us in many parts of our beloved nation. I assure you that I take seriously the responsibility to safeguarding the lives and property of every Nigerian. Our government has intensified efforts to strengthen our security architecture, support our brave armed forces and the police, and forge stronger partnership with local communities. We will win the battle against banditry. We will not rest until we restore peace, stability to every corner of our country. Our resolve is unwavering. Our goal is clear. A Nigeria where every citizen can live, work, and aspire without fear. as leaders and members of this great party, we should all be proud of what we have achieved for our country since our party took over governance in 2015. And of the outstanding economic progress we have recorded in the last 3 years of my administration. However, the work we began is unfinished. In accepting this nomination, I renew my commitment to serve our nation with even greater determination. With another 4 years of disciplined focus on national cooperation, we will firmly place Nigeria on an irreversible path of economic expansion, industrialization, energy security, infrastructure development, food sovereignty, and democratic consolidation. Our mission remains clear: to build a Nigeria where every life, including property, is secure, where enterprises thrive, where workers earn with dignity, where young people find opportunity, and where farmers prosper, and where every Nigerian, regardless of background, can dream big and succeed well. To those who may disagree with us politically, we extend a hand of partnership in nation building. You may be angry with our party. We don't have to agree. To those who differ with our philosophy, we offer a dialogue and engagement, not anger. Confident that the sincerity of our purpose and the result of our work will speak for themselves. Democracy is sustained not by uniformity. We don't have to agree, but by diversity, by a shared belief in the nation and the blending of ideas. I owe you no grudge, including Osifo who spend his money. Let us come together as Nigerians, from north to south, east to west, to consolidate our gains, tackle our challenges, and seize the promise of a greater tomorrow. The task ahead requires patriotism and collective effort. This next election must not merely be a contest of parties of ideas, but a reaffirmation of Nigerian democratic maturity. Thank you, APC. You've demonstrated that maturity. And as a government, we have taken giant steps. Don't let us give into complacency by allowing politicians with no clear alternative vision to take our country backwards. We no go green. With faith confidence in our people and hope in our future, I accept this nomination with a renewed resolve to serve our people. I thank all our party members for bestowing on me the honor of being a torchbearer and candidate in January 2027 election. The journey so far has been challenging, but your support has been encouraging. There's no doubt about that. Kashim Shetima, thank you very much. Together, and with the help of God Almighty, we shall build a more secure, united, and prosperous Nigeria for generations to come. I pledge to build an even more inclusive government, one that listens, the government that learns, and leads with the best interests of Nigeria at heart. May our democracy continue to flourish. May God bless the All Progressive Congress. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
And you shall for Nigeria. Let's express the truth. Footballer, I've met Tinubu. For president comes 2027. Tinubu. With Professor Nenda. Tinubu. The visionary leader of Nigeria, renewed hope for the nation. Man was a hero.
Under APC division is clear. Oh, we Professor the visionary leader of Nigeria, renewed hope for the nation. Under APC division is clear. Him done do one before from Lagos vision to the nation city. Leaders with the courage never face defeat. Roads and rails moving people everywhere. Investments coming. Let Nigeria rise. Economic reforms, digital economic, forward ever backward.
The money they have given me is Christmas. The confidence is there. Hope is back for Nigeria. Just let us be united. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
Make you dance, make we dance for Jagaban. Show it for Tinubu. Baba na Tokandu. Watching my press, people don't show. Make you dance, make we dance for Jagaban. Show it for Tinubu. Baba na Tokandu. Watching my press. You are great.